Hey, what's up YouTube? I am finally going to make a Black Series video, maybe not the one that people are expecting, where I talk about my own Black Series collection. I'll probably actually have to break that down into several videos because it's a pretty big collection, but I wanted to talk about Black Series figures that I'm really hoping for down the line. And so I have a list of my top 10 most wanted Black Series figures. Now this year we did get announced that next year we're getting two figures that were really high up on my list, and that was Child Anakin from Phantom Menace, and the other one was Prey Vizsla. So I'm super excited we're getting those two figures, and some of the figures on this list I am sure we will get, one day we're definitely going to get these, and they've been released in other lines as well, so it's only a matter of time before we get them in Black Series, but the sooner the better. So I apologize for the sound quality. I'm in my office, so it's a little loud with the air conditioner on, but I don't really have like a good place to make videos. I never have, so we're just sorry about that. These are ranked from, I want all of these figures. I really want all of them. Shut up and take my money, but they're ranked basically from least to the ones I want the most. Number one being like the one I want the most, and also the one I think we're most likely to see soon. Alright, so please like and subscribe if you're into this. I'll be releasing more videos talking about this sort of thing. Let's start with number 10, and that is a clone officer in dress grays. We've seen this very rarely, but the imagery does exist. I think most specifically like as a naval officer, but I think it would be cool. We've had phase 1, we've had phase 2. I think it would be cool to get a clone in just officer dress gray. Alright, so number 9, this might be kind of unexpected, but we have seen this in 3 3/4 inch figures in a set, a Clone Wars set, and that is Rhoda the Hutt. And I have the little Rhoda the Hutt. He's like this big, and he came with Ahsoka and something else, I don't remember, but he's really small, he's really cute. And now that we have a Grogu, or we have multiple Grogus now, I would really like to have a Black Series Rhoda. I think that would be adorable. Alright, so number 8 is gonna be one of my least favorite characters actually, but I think we do need to see her in Black Series. I think it has been ridiculous that we haven't seen her in Black Series. I don't know if we've seen her in 3 3/4 figures, now that I think of it. And she has like 3 different costumes in Clone Wars, and that is Satine Kryze. I think it's time to have Satine Kryze, and I do think that she should be based on Cate Blanchett, and it would be great to have her in all 3 costumes, even though she's far from my favorite character. I find her voice like a little bit grating, but I think I would like to see her in a Black Series figure. Alright, so number 7 is going to be R5 P17. So we have had R5s in the Black Series. I think one came with a 3-pack, but it wasn't R5 P17, which is Obi-Wan Kenobi's droid. It was Wedge Antilles' droid, I believe. So we've seen R5 P17 in 3 3/4 inch figures back in the day, but we have never seen them in the 6-inch line. So I would really like to have that. Droids just really don't get enough love in the Black Series, but they always appreciate and value. So I would love to have an R5 come down the line. Alright, number 6, and I know a lot of people have wanted this for a long time. We are finally getting a different Padme. We're technically getting a Queen Amidala in her one of her her last, or not her second to last Phantom Menace contest costume, where she's wearing the maroon sort of battle gear, I guess you'd say. But it's technically not like a Queen Amidala outfit. I think it's technically more of a handmaiden outfit, because it's what all the other handmaidens are wearing. So I think we need, and I think a lot of people would agree, that we need a Queen Amidala, and this is actually a two-part. I think we need a Queen Amidala in the iconic red dress that she wears the first part of Phantom Menace. And I also think we need, I mean, like, honestly, we need them all the costumes she wears in Phantom Menace, and maybe in the whole prequel trilogy. But let's start with the red gown, and then of course we need the Senate gown. We've seen the Senate gown in 3 3/4 inch figures. I think it was maybe like wave 2 of the original Phantom Menace figures. I have this figure myself from way back in the day. We really need these figures in the 6 inch. So, but it's kind of refreshing that at least we are finally getting a new Padme figure in the 6 inch line, because for the longest time all we've had is her in the Attack of the Clones outfit, and it's just so tiring. So sort of along the same lines, number 6 is Captain Panaka. We've never had a Captain Panaka. Like, what is going on? We totally need Captain Panaka. So I really hope, I do see, if we're getting the new Padme, I think next year they'll announce a Captain Panaka. That's my prediction. So number 4, IG-12, aka Grogu's mech suit. We need it. We really need it. We are getting a Hot Toys, a 12-inch figure of this, and as soon as I saw that on screen, my heart was like, yes. I need this action figure. We really need IG-12. So I think, of course, like, we're getting so many Mando figures. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many Mandos. So I think we will so many Baby Yodas too, Grogu's, and I think we're definitely going to get an IG-12. Like I said, they've already announced the Hot Toys that'll be released next year. I've already got it pre-ordered myself. I cannot wait. Alright, so number 3. This one, I think you could take the first. We have 2 Omegas, and I think you could take the first Omega and custom it, because you can easily find these 3D printed heads of this character, and you could probably use the body, now that we have like the child body of Omega, to make a custom one. But number 3 for me is definitely Cadet Boba. I think we need Child Killer Boba, one of the most prolific mass murderers in Clone Wars. We have never seen him. It's crazy. We have 2 Omega figures already, and we've never had a Cadet Boba. And that being said, I also think we need a Crate's Claw Boba, where he's wearing his first armor. And then we also need a Prisoner Boba. Definitely need a Prisoner Boba from the Raku Hardening arc, because you can tell I'm a huge Clone Wars fan. So that's what I would like to see, all of those Boba figures. So sort of leading into that, I would also like to see, this is number 2, Cad Bane in the Denal clone trooper armor. And I do believe we will eventually get this. Who knows when, but I think we will. The first Sideshow figure of Cad Bane was this figure, and it's really appreciated in value. It's really hard to find. And we've seen it in the 3/4 inch figures. So I really think it's just a matter of time before we get it in the Black Series, but sooner rather than later. We're getting so much Cad Bane stuff over the next year, so I'm really hopeful. Cad Bane is a character that's really grown in popularity since Book of Boba Fett. Alright, so my number 1 figure, and I feel like it's gotta be coming, because we do have a Funko Pop that was released. I'm not a Funko Pop person. I'm really not into Funko Pops. But they did release a Funko Pop of Obi-Wan in the Mando armor. And I really, like, that's my number 1 pick. There's no other 6-inch figure I want more right now other than Obi-Wan in the Mando armor. And I'm actually working on a custom of this figure, and I've got the head, and if you're interested in making a custom of this figure, like, I'm not waiting, I'm just going to make one myself. And if you're interested in making one yourself, I highly recommend either getting the exclusive Mandalorian Loyalist body, like getting one of those figures and using the body, or the Mandalorian Super Commando. I actually, even though the Mandalorian Super Commando is more closer to the colors that Obi-Wan wears in Clone Wars, I think that the Mandalorian Loyalist actually makes a better custom body because you're not gonna have to sand down those shoulder pauldrons, and even though the colors are off, like something about it just seems like easier to deal with because the colors are not exactly the same on the Super Commando either. And for me, I think it's going to be easier to just repaint the Mandalorian Loyalist. So I've got a Mandalorian Loyalist, I've got the head, and so now I just need to get the paints and finish that figure up. I'm really excited about it, and I'll definitely show you guys. I've got some really cool customs. And anyway, so those are my top 10 most wanted Black Series figures. A lot of them I think we will be getting within the next year or so. I really truly hope so. Some of them will probably never get, like, what are the odds are we're gonna get a Rhoda, but I think it would be super cool. Somebody, if somebody knows somebody 3D printing Rhodas, then let me know. And we'll just have to see what happens. So I'll definitely be updating, showing off my own Black Series collection. I'm sure as soon as I post this video, I will think of a lot more Black Series figures that I would like to see in the future. But just off the top of my head today, I was thinking those are the top 10, really more like the top 15 that I would love to see very, very soon. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and peace out.